Sigmas, gather around. Let me tell you a story. A story about a man who walks alone, not because he has to, but because he chooses to. Picture this, a man named Daniel. He's sitting on a cliffside, watching the sun dip below the horizon. Around him there's silence. No buzzing phones, no endless chatter, just the whisper of the wind and the occasional rustle of leaves. Daniel is the classic Sigma male. Independent, introspective, and unbothered by societal conventions. But here's the thing. Daniel's solitude isn't a curse. It's a deliberate lifestyle. The world often mistakes solitude for loneliness. But let's clear the air, Sigmas. Solitude is a sanctuary, not a sentence. As the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche once said, one must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. And chaos often demands space, room to think, grow, and create. In today's video, we're diving deep into why Sigma males like Daniel often end up alone. Spoiler alert, it's not a tragedy, it's a triumph. Buckle up, Sigmas, it's about to get real. Sigma males are a fascinating group, having a unique set of traits that set them apart. To get to the core of their solitary nature, we must first peel back the layers of their intriguing personalities. Firstly, let's talk about their independence. Sigma males are the epitome of self-reliance. They are like lone wolves navigating through the wilderness of life, relying on their own resourcefulness and instincts. They are self-sufficient, with a strong preference for solitude over social gatherings. This doesn't mean they are antisocial, rather they are uniquely selective, preferring their own company or the company of a few chosen ones. Next, we explore their introspective nature. Sigma males are deep thinkers, always lost in their thoughts, contemplating life's mysteries. They are often seen as reserved or quiet, but don't be fooled. Their minds are a whirlwind of ideas and insights. They are observers, absorbing information from their surroundings, analyzing it, and learning from it. The third characteristic that defines a Sigma male is their non-conformity. They do not feel the pressure to fit into societal norms or to follow the herd. They have their own set of rules, their own moral compass, and they do not hesitate to stand their ground, even if it means standing alone. They are not rebels without a cause, but rather individuals who refuse to be shaped by societal expectations. Lastly, we must consider their self-reliance. Sigma males are not followers, nor are they leaders. They are individuals who are comfortable in their own skin, not requiring validation or approval from others. Their sense of self-worth comes from within, not from external sources. These traits, while admirable, often lead Sigma males to live life on their own terms, distancing themselves from societal norms and expectations. This independence, introspection, nonconformity, and self-reliance often result in them being lone wolves, misunderstood and often misjudged. Understanding these traits brings us closer to answering our main question: why do Sigma males often end up alone? Sigma males, with their unique traits, often find themselves walking a solitary path. But why is that, you might wonder? Well, let's dive into it. Sigma males are the quintessential lone wolves, the nonconformists of the male personality types. They are often introspective, preferring the company of their thoughts to the bustle of social gatherings. This isn't because they don't enjoy the company of others, but because they find solitude soothing and rejuvenating. Their introverted nature, however, is only one facet of the equation. Their nonconformity plays a significant role too. Sigma males march to the beat of their own drum. They aren't interested in societal norms or expectations. Instead, they choose to live life on their own terms, which can often lead them down less trodden paths. While this independence is admirable, it can sometimes be misconstrued. Their tendency to keep to themselves and their lack of interest in conforming to societal norms can often be misinterpreted as aloofness or indifference. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Sigma males are deeply empathetic and understanding. They just express it differently. Here's where the crux of the matter lies. Their self-reliance and independence, while being their greatest strengths, can also be their greatest hurdles when it comes to forming lasting relationships. They don't rely on others for emotional support, and are often content with their own company. This can make them seem detached or unapproachable, making it difficult for them to form deep, lasting connections. Sigma males are also fiercely protective of their independence. They value their freedom and personal space, and they are not willing to compromise these for the sake of fitting in. This can lead to them being misunderstood and can often result in them ending up alone. These factors, while making Sigma males intriguing, also explain their tendency to end up alone. But remember, being alone is not synonymous with loneliness. For a Sigma male, solitude is a conscious choice, a preference, and often their preferred state of being. It's a paradox, isn't it? Sigma males, with their attractive qualities, choosing solitude over companionship. Welcome to the world of the Sigma male, a world that thrives on paradoxes. These men, who are often characterized by their independence, self-reliance, and nonconformity, are a bundle of contradictions. They possess traits that are generally admired and sought after, yet they often end up alone. Let's dive deeper into this paradox. Sigma males are the lone wolves of society, the independent thinkers who prefer their own company over the crowd. They're self-sufficient, needing little from others, and they're comfortable being on their own. But here's where the paradox comes in. These traits, while attractive, ironically lead them to solitude. Think about it. In a society that values connection and companionship, Sigma males stand out. They're not antisocial, they're selectively social. They don't avoid people out of fear or dislike, but because they value their independence and freedom more. They're not into small talk or superficial connections. They crave deep, meaningful interactions, and those are hard to come by. Their non-conformity is another aspect of this paradox. Sigma males don't follow societal norms or expectations. They dance to the beat of their own drum, and this can be both intriguing and isolating. Their self-reliance and independence are admirable, but they can also create a barrier. They don't need others to be happy, and this can be a hard concept for many to grasp. In the end, the Sigma male's choice of solitude over companionship isn't about being alone. It's about being true to themselves. They are not loners by default, but by choice. They prefer their own company, their own thoughts, their own rules. And while this might seem strange to some, to the Sigma male, it's just the way they are. So the paradox of the Sigma male is not so much a contradiction as it is a testament to their unique nature. They are a breed apart, marching to their own beat, choosing their own path, and in the process redefining what it means to be a man. This paradox, while seemingly confusing, is at the heart of the Sigma male's solitary existence. So, what have we learned about Sigma males and their solitary nature? Well, we've delved into the enigma that is the Sigma male. These are the quiet, introspective men who prefer their own company to the hustle and bustle of social gatherings. They're the ones you might not notice at a party, but who, in their silence, observe and understand more than most. We've explored their characteristics, the traits that set them apart from the more commonly known alpha and beta males. Sigma males are independent, self-reliant, and often highly intelligent. They don't seek approval from others. They're not interested in social hierarchy, and they value their freedom above all else. We've also examined why Sigma males often end up alone. It's not because they're antisocial or incapable of forming relationships. In fact, they can be quite charming when they choose to be. But their preference for solitude stems from their desire for freedom and their need for space to think and reflect. They're not lonely, they're simply alone by choice. We've also touched on the paradoxical nature of Sigma males. Despite their preference for solitude, they're not hermits. They engage with the world, but on their own terms. They're not followers, but they're not necessarily leaders either. They're the lone wolves, the ones who walk their own path regardless of what society expects of them. In conclusion, Sigma males represent a fascinating segment of our population. They challenge our conventional understanding of masculinity and social dynamics. Their solitary nature is not a sign of weakness or failure, but rather a testament to their strength and self-sufficiency. Understanding Sigma males can help us not only appreciate their unique qualities, but also shed light on the diverse spectrum of human personalities.